So Cute Plastic, I think they have a TikTok on Instagram. They pointed out that a lot of pride and queer spaces don't really account for disabled people, and that they'd love to see more disability in being queer. And I totally dig that. I mean, I feel like that just extends to normal life. Like, pick a thing, Black History Month, you're still excluded for being disabled. Because if you need a wheelchair or a cane, a lot of times those things, accessibility wise, those aren't mentioned on websites for events, as they stated, and they're correct. And they live in the UK, I live in the US, and same shit. I didn't know the UK screwed you on disability too if you marry. We're the last group to not have marriage equality. I cannot stress this enough. If you're two straight disabled people on federal disability in the US and you marry, one of you loses benefits. And mind you, at most, if you're on SSA, which is like you didn't work 10 years, say you were disabled since childhood, then you maximum probably get 1,200 a month, and that's like I only get 900. So that's even the dream. And if you're a disabled person and you marry a abled person, same setup, SSA or SSI, you lose your benefits. So there's no way to win. I know queer people are really, really going through it right now. Like, do not misunderstand me. I totally get that. And I am here beside all of you. I will do my best to stand up for you because none of us are free until all of us are free. And being queer should not inhibit your rights as much as being disabled shouldn't inhibit mine. There's a lot of disabled queer people and then disabled neurotypical queer people to boot. And so we are really fucked. I know a lot of people don't know this. I didn't even know this about disability until I applied for disability. I couldn't believe it. This is 2023 and that's still how the laws are, and they're only getting worse. So, I mean, pick wherever the hell you live. I doubt you could pay rent and food because they cut your food stamps when you get disability. I doubt you could pay rent and food on maximum for $1,300 a month. And mind you, that's the max. It's so obvious that, at least in the United States, and I'm sure this applies elsewhere strongly too, it's so obvious they want to keep us tired and, just zonked out, not feeling well, so we don't have energy to fight. Because, I mean, that's like, on top of it, that's like the whole reason Reagan pulled free college from California when he was a governor. Because who are the people most likely to complain and stand up to you? College educated people, or people attending college anyway. So, trust me, everything about modern life is designed to keep you so you have no energy left to do anything. And Lane Moore included correctly. That's how work is set up now. So you don't have a friend group, you don't have a social group, you don't have time for either of them. You never know when you'll be scheduled. Most jobs, especially shit jobs. And who are the people who have shit jobs? The poor. And they don't want us rising up. God, I wish we all would. Oh my God, if I could lead that, if this video got 1 billion likes and we could go march on Washington and scare the hell out of them French style, I'll do it. It probably will not happen. There's no part of me that questions they also control the internet. But anyways, then on top of it, if you somehow get past all of the fatigue and, stress about can I eat next week, if no matter what personal battle you pick, there's a pretty large swath of the US that is queer or loves somebody who's queer. And so those laws are against them. Same with basically anything black, pro being, black or indigenous. My God, they don't want those people to have any rights. In fact, they seem to be hell bent on taking away the little they've given. I don't think any group honest to God, has been more fucked over than the indigenous people in the United States. We are scum. But so I mean, okay, we got all these battles, freedom, workers' rights, healthcare, queer rights, indigenous rights, black rights, and then at the end of the day, you have to go, oh, disabled rights too. I know that's an awful lot, but if you could include us when you vote for local policy people, because those people come on up, if you could include us in, activism and whatever your setup is, if you work somewhere, if you own somewhere, making sure your store is accessible, that'd be awesome. Just please remember us, because nobody does.